Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is DB333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron Fork. I was about to say Kaiserreich. The New Order, Last Days of Europe. In the last video, we had elections, and we had to have a new party in the Modernists. This isn't the worst thing. I wasn't exactly shooting for this, but we'll work with it. We'll just go ahead and work with it. We can't really change our economy anyway, it looks like. But, yeah, here we are. Russo finished ceasefire signed. Well, the perfidious Finns escaped justice again. Damn. While we're here, might as well try to swing things in our favor. So let's weaken the Bastillard Authority. So we've had it for a while, the most authority for a while. And then from here... we gotta wait for until 69 for a war, or anything like that. So... let's encourage returning expatriates. It'll add some money to the national debt, but we'll get weekly manpower. Oh! Without food, men may not work. Without work, government simply ceases to exist. A bureaucracy that sustained it, evaporating in a matter of weeks. However, inverse is also true. With more food also comes more plenty, the formation of even more complex states. After all, we are not the first state formed with the creation of agriculture. We're not the first states formed with the creation of agriculture. New agricultural innovations will reduce the amount of hard labor needed on the fields and shift the workload to mechanized equipment like tractors and automated harvesters. Advances in fertilizer allow crops to grow quicker and cheaper. Man will have food, and it will be plenty. Oh, we have upped our mechanization, boys and girls. That is cool. What are we close to upping next? Our industrial expertise is developing pretty high quickly. Now it seems our development has kind of stagnated out a bit. But hey, that's nice. I like that. I do. I'm very content with that, what just happened. I'll train another 6 guys, and we'll drop them in Tomsk. I'm mobilizing more men. It's very nice. Did I not click that? I don't think I did. I'll click it now then. We're under Caesar. Cultural missions. Fuck it, we're doing that. Russia's been stuck in the 1940s for decades now as nations around the world have moved forward into the modern era of today. They have evolved scientifically, culturally, and economically in ways that seem radical to us. We should send our diplomats to these foreign countries to explore how their societies have changed, and what changes we might expect in our own culture and society as we industrialize and shift into the global middle and possibly even upper class. Hopefully such preparations will allow us to preempt some of the war's growing pains. We can hope. That's the best we can do, hope. What are these guys up to? The cream of the crop. They're working on army stuff. Okay. Yeah, we've had the advantage to start rebuilding, so it's good. A good thing we're taking advantage of it. How are you guys doing? Their army's not very good. Ours is solid. Theirs might be better, it might be worse. Theirs is horrible. Holy crap. Samara got beaten back, or the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia got beaten back. Gosh darn. That is rough. Let's compare it to, say, Germany. What are they up to? Yeah, they either outnumber us by 50% or fucking... what, 700%? Yeah, I think that's... yeah, I think that's it. From here, let's work on... what's our poverty rate? Let's get working on getting ourselves out of that that nasty poverty. So if we're actually, I guess we'll do that. Oh, I had to think for a second. Did I set my timer? I didn't. It's going to be a pretty long episode then. Go ahead and start a cultural mission. Getting that massive research speed boost. Foreign policy council. As our nation rapidly approaches preeminence among the various Russian powers, we increasingly find ourselves in contact with foreign powers, whether we diplomatically, economically, or even culturally. We should assemble the greatest minds of our nation in the council to help chart a course for the nations. In managing the interests of the various powers we will be working with and against in the future, this council will help further us to decide what kind of foreign policy goals we should have with our neighbors and interests abroad, like encouragement of foreign investment, technology sharing, and mutual economic agreements. That works with me. Yeah, okay. More of our manpower is mobilizing, service by requirement. Out of curiosity, service by requirement. So that's subsidized higher education. Where is it? There it is, probably up here, yep. Service by requirement. So we're actually going to be dropping our manpower if we go for tree. I don't know if I like that. Their military tree. But, shoot. France sides with Italy. To the surprise of no one, the French have finally cut their ties with the German Reich. Yeah, I could have seen that coming, honestly. I mean, especially after Burgundy kind of, whooped them up. Strengeheim, 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 Strengeheim. Burgundian bunkers. Uh-oh. Well, that's a top secret shit. Yeah, a lot of shit going on. Planning speed, max planning. Can we maybe see if there's anything that we can tell that they're pushing? Awaiting Ragnarok. I don't like the look of that. Brutal cities, jeez. Well, to analyze the capacities of our neighbors, primarily those in Russia, we've assembled a new group, the Foreign Policy Council. Those who are possibly friendly and those who could be threats must be identified for use later. We will have to know if one regional government is more likely to attack us than another. The Foreign Policy Council will also will focus on analyzing the military, scientific, and economic capabilities of our neighbors as well. Intelligence will come in handy so that we can ensure that we will be stronger than our neighbors while not funding useless endeavors. Only the experts can decide what is best for our foreign policy, and that's why we place only those who are in the elite of their fields on the council, with hope this council will grant us huge amounts of intelligence and prepare us for the reunification of Russia. We always gotta trust the experts. So yeah, they're just funding terrorism pretty much. Huh. Strengeheim, Strengeheim. Alright, right. So for the best, get some more manpower. Our state has grown stronger as a contender for reunification. Many warlords have taken notice. So our armies continue their unstoppable march in nearly every direction. Several smaller warlords have contacted us about the possibility of truce or even peaceful reunification. If we were able to negotiate the peaceful return of these smaller nations into the fold, that would greatly increase both our standing and the value of these regions, given that they will no longer suffer damage from war. We should open up diplomatic channels with these smaller neighbors and see what we might be able to do. I'm down for that. And then I guess we just got military from here. And yeah. So I checked, because I've been recording this more or less straight, like this whole day, with exception of like, I took a break to go for my jog, make a phone call. But other than that, yeah. Search slot available. Do we want to get... I dare say we should work on the AKMs. Let's do it. What the fuck is up this late? It's 1 a.m. Wait. It fills the radio waves and shocks the ears of all those who are tuning in. Engineering students at Tomsk Republican University, associated with their modernist clubs in a partnership with composer Eduard Artemiev, have invented a whole new way to make music, using an electronic instrument called a synthesizer. Artemiev and the university students have effectively created a whole new genre and sound to be played on the radio and at lively nighttime concerts that can only be described as sometimes frightening, sometimes exhilarating, and always a party and exciting journey for the ears. The avant-garde musical pioneers have already released their first album of techno music. It's widely popular with, especially the moderns and bastard youth. The humanists and Decemberists, old-timers, and the older generation as a whole has slandered the genre as nothing but bleeps and blorps, and hardly music at all. Try as they may, though, they can't stop our culture from evolving. Why do old people have to ruin everything? I was about to say okay boomers, but technically, we are the baby boomers, I think. Or the greatest generation. I don't know if I'd still be called the greatest generation, though. I don't know. The boomers are the people who made it, so... for the best. Preparing for the worst. I was going to say expecting the worst. But failing to prepare, one is preparing to fail. Though we have only hopes of peaceful reunification, we must prepare for the possibility that negotiations will end in war. Plans must be drawn up for the various scenarios that may play out, such as northern armored assault or southern infantry thrust. Any good diplomatic negotiation is backed with the implication of a nation's military power, so we should have our forces at the ready on our borders. Should diplomacy break down and war is declared, we will be ready to move at a moment's notice. That works for me. So Reich comes out Ostland. Oh, Stahlicker is back. Stahlicker, more like ball liquor. Ayo. Got him. Oh, Burgundy, what are you up to? Legion loyalty? There's, the education crisis. In all caps. The bunkers! You can tell they're the crazy... Oh, there's a Congo wars going on. Oh, Congo Civil War! Nice. Well, not nice, you know, actually be living there, but... actually some neat stuff going on. Congolese Republic. Did they rename Hitler's Stadt? Nope, it's still Hitler's Stadt. They might want to do something to change that. So we got some more improved cars. The 157. I don't know what happened to 152 through 156 either. Don't ask me. A republic stands for all that is good in humanity. We stand for truth, justice, and democratic self-governance. There are nations and people in Russia who are fundamentally opposed to these concepts, who would seek for nothing more than to enslave a people of Russia under singular dictatorial rule. Where are those who stand against them? The righteous and the moral, whose obligation it is to spread such virtue to all of Russia. We will never. Our foes cannot expect to hold us off for long. I don't know what was supposed to go there, but I'll go with it. We're getting the new guns coming in. Maybe some anti-tank research would be good. Yeah, get working to the modern RPGs. There we go. Oh, nice. The economy is doing great, and the new reforms in industrial subsidizing have resulted in the shipping of updated industrial equipment across the country. Products are being produced quicker and cheaper. The further progress of mechanization into the once ossified industrial world will prove a boom to workers and manager alike. No more long, horrible hours. No more subpar products screwed in by imperfect human hands. Industry continues her march forward. These were a long time coming, however. Increases is in budgets and a renewed focus on what our industries are making have increased support for a much-needed renovation of our country's industrial equipment. So, our debt is piling up big time. Holy shit. And our budget is not big enough to compensate for that. Not yet, at least. Is there anything we can use to improve our GDP? Then, invest in construction. It'll add some money to the national debt, but... you know. We're working on it. Our debt-to-income ratio is starting to look like fucking Japan's. Real-life Japan. Probably in-game Japan, too. Okay. We'll cut civilian spending. Probably cut military spending temporarily. Annual deficit of 7 billion US dollars. Almost 8 billion US dollars. Oh. Probably up construction so we can get a better factory base. Yeah, that's starting to work out. So if we get more factories, we might... I don't know how the economy in this game works. We might be able to, you know, get more stuff producing. Maybe, I don't know. I do not know. Do we have dockyards? Technically, no. I mean, in theory, you'd think we might be able to technically build ships here, but, you know, we can't get over the Hearts of Iron 4 logo up top. So, you know, we gotta worry about that. We have a standardized army. Solved political crisis with the Novosibirsk Conference. Let me see, where is it? Political integration is at 0, but idealism is at 100%. So that kind of bounces out. Oh, Zimbabwe has declared one of the Botswana's Zimbabwe Democratic Front. Let me see this. Oop, the Emperor is dead. Let's see. I'm at 2. Oh, Zapu. I'm curious. Where's my man Mugabe at, huh? Where's Zimbabwe at? Where's Mugabe at? Truth unshackled. Okay, so I guess now we just focus on what? Our military? And then we get to move on, or I don't know what the deal is. Let's go with Yotsun's chariots. The future of large-scale tank warfare is in armor. Tanks, IFVs, APCs, and all the rest are increasingly going to become the standard in this mechanized world of ours. The advantage that thick armor and piercing explosives offer on the battlefield is immense and necessary for going against similar units. Ideally, by the time we confront Germany, we should hope to have fully mechanized elite forces to combat Germany's large panzer fleet. If not, we may find ourselves in the Second World War all over again. And that would not be nice, would it? Huh, I don't know. So we have the Moscow Autonomy. Ooh, Matei overthrown by Arab administrators. Ironic. He could save the nation from death, but not his administration. Let's see. Okay. Are they still commies over here? Yeah, they are still commies. Well, that's neat. Are they gonna get a new flag, or are they gonna stay with that? Let's see how the development elsewhere is going. Actually, let's do research real quick. Doctrine, keep going with that. Large scale exercises. Academic base is getting close. We'll probably be done with it soon. Poverty rate could go with some beaten. Industrial rate probably the same. Army professionalism probably the same there. Yeah, especially army professionalism. We just went up with our industrial expertise, so I'm not the most worried about that. Okay, Jotun's chariots. No matter the terrain. Historically, geography is has been a major limiting factor in warfare. Assaulting across a river, up into a mountain, or into a forest would give your enemy a major advantage over you. This holds true even today. However, modern technology can help mitigate the problem. Come across a river, deploy an AVLB. Attacking a mountain position, use modern repelling devices. Attacking into the forest, use air cavalry to smoke them out. Better training and technology will ensure that in no cases will these natural impediments ever slow us down. So mountaineers, logistics companies, and recon companies. Okay. We should probably get working on support companies, actually. Add them to our army. It's a good thing they brought those up. See, we have some army experience. I imagine we have a bunch of support equipment in stock. Let me see. Yep. Surplus of 2K. Okay, let's go. We got engineers. Probably recons. Thinking logistics. And that works, right? And these guys are all ready to go. Right, they got all of their support equipment. So no matter the terrain, we will be ready. Oh, okay. The Caucasian Anarchy. I'm getting to events that I haven't seen before, so this is cool. Legionary Georgia, the Azerbaijan. For decades, the native people of the Caucasus have languished under Nazi rule. They've toiled in mines, pumped oil, and labored in factories as the demand of their German overlords, while they were given scraps and worked to the bone. However, they have now reached their breaking point. With the death of the cruel Reich Commissar Josias, his equally despotic successor Hermann Baka tried to usher in his rule through a harsh crackdown on natives celebrating their oppressor's demise. He was probably assassinated by Chechen partisans. The situation has deteriorated from there. Riots have broken out all across the Caucasus. Many rebel groups have overrun local garrisons. Seeing this is their last and best hope at attaining independence. Well, you know what? Godspeed, guys. Really. See, that's just an ugly flag, honestly. So I hope they win just for that. Come on, Navaria. We got Azerbaijan. We got the Legionnaires in Georgia. Adigia, however you say that. Come on, I believe in you guys. You can do it. I'd send support, but I'm pretty sure I can't. Or it wouldn't make sense if we could. Guess we should increase some voter turnout. Why not? Yeah. Because, I mean, turnout is pretty low in a lot of places. Some more turnout. It would not be the end of the world. let's see. Who are we? They're just against, Caucasian. Valkyries of Sky, our national debt raised a little, but we get research bonuses for helicopters. Oh, fuck off, launcher. I don't care about your... I don't fucking care. Air cavalry has provided one of the most impressive military innovations of the past several years. Used extensively during the South African War, their utility and effectiveness has led to its mass adaptation to major militaries across the world. If we wish to bring our forces towards military dominance in Russia, we should adopt this new and promising helicopter technology and integrate it into our forces. We have reason to believe that these air cavalry units would vastly increase our combat capabilities. Let's fucking do it then. Waiting on the edge of time. I guess we'll, let's consolidate a rule. Because I'm not opposed to having these guys in charge, honestly. They seem pretty cool. Oh. Right, this is, novelist Eric Blair, known by his pen name George Orwell. Let's see. Central Powers' victory in the First World War. After defeat of the Entente, the governments of the British Empire and France quickly collapsed and replaced by socialist republics, while Russia eventually becomes a fascistic dictatorship led by white revolutionary Boris Savinkov. Commune of France and Otto Mosley's Union of Britain. Leaves Europe and North America in ruins, while Russia and Japan engage in similar destructive schemes. Ending with the English Socialist American Commonwealth tearing itself apart in the Third American Civil War as white supremacists revolt in the South. What a childish... We live in a childish fantasy, don't we? They have no idea they're in a game. Okay, no changes in the, in that. Come on, guys. You can do it. I believe in you guys. One of you might have fallen, but that doesn't mean the rest of you can't fight back, huh? So, that's all just Caucasian culture. A little bit of a broad category, but I can understand why they just went broad with that. We'll do another round of guys. Put them there. How's our research coming along? Because I realize we gotta get some support battalions going. There's some support guys going. Let's see the Third Army. We're almost done with our trees. So we got Valkyries of Sky. Let's go with we fly where we please. If we control the skies, we control the war. Fortunately, we don't control the skies right now. Our air force is not only pitiful in numbers, but wildly outdated, with some of our oldest aircraft having been manufactured as early as the late 1930s. German jets and jet bombers are leagues ahead of ours, several times faster and equipped to fly at altitudes thousands of meters higher. We need to research jet technology and advance our air capabilities, if for no other reason than to gain a leg up on neighbors. That works with me. Civilian austerity. Same with what? Military austerity? Yeah. Alright. New RPGs are nice and all, but we need to work on our support companies. Starting with recon companies. I'll probably do logistics after the AKMs. It's better late than never, I say. Azerbaijan, can you hang in there, buddy? I don't think Georgia can. I mean, they have a terrain. I guess we have a terrain advantage, like the home advantage, but that's not helping them much. Huh. You know what? I can't fault them for trying. I really can't. Okay, our economy needs to be cut there. I'll do that. Construction. There we go, work on more stuff. Can work on more civvy factories. Our poverty rate is still kind of screwing us, so is our rudimentary manufacturing lines. Service by requirement, actually, is also not the best, so it might be a good thing that we're about to go with a 4-year requirement instead of service by requirement. Instead of making an even larger and more cumbersome military, we should instead be focusing on creating a smaller, better trained, and better equipped army. The advantage of this is that our forces will pack a hell of a stronger punch in whatever battles we are to fight in, and will also take far fewer casualties as a result of having more experience and materials at their disposal. Furthermore, we will be able to select only the best of our citizenry for the army, choosing only the most loyal and talented. Our new army will be fanatical in its defense of the Republic, vowing hatred of the Republic's enemies and accepting no failure or surrender in the face of overwhelming odds. There we go. Which comment is this? Oh yeah, AKMs. The new generation, baby. Let's go. Got more civilian factories. After this, we should get working on military factories. They tried. That's all I can say. They tried. Let's do strategic cycles for now. Though I did see that nice little bonus to, what should we call it? Just companies. To military factories. So I'll probably work on that eventually. Finland. Suomi's not yet lost, am I right? Why is Norway still in? They kicked out the Reichskommissar. Yet we're still in the faction. Guess they're not a puppet anymore, but... We got the Zealous Elite. War games. Explosions, gunshots, and even the sound of a few new helicopters and modern vehicle engines rocked the isolated training grounds in a confidential location somewhere in the middle of central Siberia. This was a first-ever war game orchestrated by the Republic, done in preparation for the impending invasions of both western Siberia and the Far East. Immensely complicated, meticulous, and planned down to the last detail, the games were the reformed Republican Army's first real opportunity to test out its new advanced tactics and hardware. Upon their conclusion, the games were considered to be an all-around success, and we can be confident that going forward in the capabilities of our state-of-the-art armed forces, we'll win against the real opponents. Okay, modern knights. One of the greatest draws of a knighthood for those in the Middle Ages was the prestige that the rank drew. Knights were an elite force, so distinguished as to be considered a form of lower nobility. We must do the same for our army. Serving should be thought of as the highest honor and treated with the highest respect. We should portray our army as accepting only the best. La creme de la crap. La creme de la creme. That was creme de la crop, but I don't know. If we can convince the people of this fact, then we will be able to greatly increase the number of volunteers to choose from. After all, the people believe in a path to prestige and respect lies in service, they will surely enlist. How's it going in USA? Looks like Lindy's holding on. Yeah, we'll see what happens with them. getting some more political integration. It's at 5%. Oh, Salazar has died. Franco is now the sole ruler of the Iberian Union. And it would be the perfect opportunity for him to be the sole ruler of Iberia. If he wanted to. Okay, we'll see what happens there. Slightly increases the GDP. I'll do... That's okay. If that boosts our GDP... Though, fuck. Jesus. Our, how's our, actually it's gone down, it seems. Okay, economy. National debt. Couple billion. Oh, Iberian federal government. What is happening? The Iberian Wars. Uh-oh, I think Iberia is falling apart, guys. Probably... Let's get working on field hospitals next. The zealous elite. Then we have subversive parties, and that's really it. That's all we can do from here. From there, we might just have to wait until 69. Because I don't know what else we can do, really. See, our elections were this year, so we're not going to have another one anytime soon. We have a modernist army. The economy is humanist aligned. Kingdom of Morocco declared war on the Rift Republic. The government of national salvation has declared war on Portugal. Let me tell you, you really want these guys to lose, because they are brutal. Like, think Catholic ISIS. Oh no! Right as I said that, Spanish Republic declared war on the Iberian federal government. In a war, there are no winners or losers, only victims. Michel del Castillo. Land of Spain declared war on... Oh, Jesus fuck. Okay, subversive parties. I don't really want to do this one, I'll be honest. I guess we just sit back and watch. Who do we wrote? Alright. Several commentators are beginning to show signs of radicalist thought belonging to undesired ideologies. Political groups centered around radicalism are popping up within our borders, and if we don't fix the issue soon, it will brutally tear into our democracy. It will brutally tear our democracy apart. We must find individuals who snuck into our lanes and contaminated our flowing well of intellectual thought with the poison of tyranny. We'll be keeping a watchful eye on the commoners and even the political elites for any important developments. In the meantime, our agents will find a crackdown on any radical political party that may attempt to corrupt the peasants' minds. We'll have to nip this in the bud. Ooh, Italy took the Balearic Islands. Interesting. Yeah, that's really not good that they are there. Okay, we have Galicia, we have Falanga, the Phalangist, Spain, we have a Republic, and then we have what? The Iberian federal government with Franco. Okay, yeah, they're declaring war on fucking everyone. I mean, everyone else is far from chummy with each other, don't get me wrong, but, yeah. Okay, we have the Gibraltar Dam Zone, led by Fernando de... Oh, it's Portuguese, so I have an excuse not to be able to pronounce this. Quintanilla. Then we have the Rift Republic, Mohammed Sharuk versus the Kingdom of Morocco. So we have Jaime Milans del Bosque Bolsh. We have Francisco Franco. We have Torquato Fernandez Miranda. Josep or Josep. Josep or Josep. So I mean, Spanish Republic has no focus. Neither does the Iberian federal government or the Phalanges. It looks like that's the end of their focus tree. Is that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it here, folks. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of this content in the future, go ahead and hit a subscribe button. Not a subscribe button technically, but the subscribe button right below the video. I have uploads going up every weekday as well as every Saturday. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. If you have any comments, feedback, concerns, go in the comment section below. I read all the comments I get and appreciate any and all feedback you kind folks might have for me. If you want to send a few bucks my way, go and check out my Patreon. Down link below. It what was I gonna? You know, I can't make money off this otherwise. So if you want to consider sending a few bucks my way, I'd appreciate it. If not, fair enough. If you want to go ahead and what am I trying to say? If you want to, God, I'm getting tired. Shit. If you want to talk, play games, chat, all that good shit, go ahead and check out my Patreon. Patreon Discord down link below. I'm on there. Not the most time, but if someone starts talking, I'll reply back if you guys want to talk or whatever. And yeah. Also have a Twitch if you want to watch me make these videos live, record them live, be a part of a live broadcast, have fun, chat, all that good stuff. Go ahead and check it out. Down link below. So that's it for now, folks. My name has been Doggo333. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.